In this video, I will show you how to work with text in Illustrator. Start with a blank artboard. Click on the Type tool. Then click your artboard and type your text. To adjust the size of your text, click the Selection tool. Then click and drag the corner of the text. You can adjust this to whatever size you would like. You can move it by clicking in the middle and just moving it around. To change the font, click on your text and then go to the character panel. If you do not see the character panel, click Window, then scroll down to Type and select Character, and this will make your character panel appear. Click the drop down arrow, and then you can scroll through and you will see the names of your fonts and you will see an example of what the font will look like. Choose the font you would like to use and click on it, and then that changes your font. Now let's create some outlines. Type your text. Adjust the size. Select your font. You can change the main color of your font by clicking on your Fill and Stroke panel. And then slide the color bar to whatever color you would like. Let's do an orange for Halloween. That changes your fill color. This is your stroke color. So for the stroke color, you do the same thing. You click on it and then you can slide and adjust, or you can pick your color from the little dot here. So I'm going to choose black. And that adds the stroke to the outline. You can adjust your stroke size by clicking on Stroke and adjusting the weight. You can make it thicker, you can make it thinner. Just choose whatever you think looks good. And now our text has an outline. Now I'll show you how to separate the letters into individual objects. Type your text. Adjust the size. Now you are going to right-click and select Create Outlines. Once you do that, you'll see your file is still intact, but you can see the individual outlines. To break your letters apart, you're going to right-click again and select Ungroup. And now each letter is its own individual object, and you can move it around and adjust it however you like. Let's talk about pairing fonts to make word art. As you can see in some of these examples, I have paired two different fonts together to make the design look a little more interesting. I really like to pair script fonts with a more boxy type font. I think that looks good together. But you can just have fun with this and just try out different fonts and see what you think looks good together. Here are a few of my favorite font pairs. And I just created a file that has the fonts that I think go together. So whenever I'm creating a project, I open this file up in my artboard and kind of pull it to the side. And then I just click on the font name, or I can search for that character in my character tab to make it a little bit easier. And that way I'm not having to go through my fonts every time I'm trying to put a design together. I have already picked some that pair well. I also have done the same for just some of my favorite fonts, and I pull them up as well. That way I can see the name of the font and it makes it just really easy to go and find.